channel. All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight on our sixth cohort for WordPress WooCommerce website development webinar workshop. Presenters today will mainly be Paul. We already introduced ourselves the previous session, but myself, John B. Yang, CEO of Digital Synergy. Jang, I'll let Jang and Paul introduce yourself real quick.
Right. Hey, everyone. Here's John. I'm currently working with Chinese American Chamber of Commerce, Minnesota, and helping Asian Media Access as a web developer and social media coordinator. Glad to see everyone tonight.
Thanks,
Hi,
Jang.
everyone. Hi, everyone. This is Paul once again. I'll be teaching you on WooCommerce WordPress. I'm a senior WordPress developer, and thanks for meeting you once again.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Jay.
Yep.
Again, this cohort is sponsored by Elevate Hennepin. It's geared to support entrepreneurs and small business owners in Hennepin County. You don't have to be in Hennepin County to participate, but to receive the benefits such as the grant reimbursement, you will need to be a business operating in Hennepin County. For the website, we made it available for the first 20 enrollment. So you can be anywhere in Minnesota and still be part of the free website development. Again, the two notable incentives. So with the free website, we have reached out to everyone in terms of the requirements to get the website started. We'll need your domain name, the link to the website template. If you already have an existing website, we will just help you update your website. So if you haven't reached out to us yet or need help with that, feel free to reach out to us offline and we will help you out. So our developer for us have been working on that and have been emailing everyone. So hopefully all that is going well. This is also in partnership with AABRN, Digital Synergy, Asian Media Access, and Chinese Chamber of Commerce. And this is our 6-week for WordPress development. It's going to be focused on WooCommerce, and for the most part, Paul will be teaching this. If there's any questions, feel free to type into the chat bot, and we will answer as we go. Halfway through, if you have any, if you need a break, 5-minute break, let us know, and we can stop. And from here, I will let Paul take over. Any questions?
Yes. Hey, John, is WooCommerce, is that for buying and selling products?
That's correct. So WooCommerce is the e-commerce plugin to allow you to sell, process payment through WordPress. So it's a different platform from Shopify, but we wanted to just show this since we will focus on WordPress a lot. It is a decent e-commerce platform that you can use as well. But the more powerful one that we recommend is Shopify if you plan to do like a high-end over a couple hundred products that you sell. Shopify would be the platform that we recommend. Okay, Paul, we'll let you take it over, and we'll work on all the syllabus. There's actually 3 of them that we'll work on today to finish. So this will be a really helpful session.
All right. Thank you very much, John. So hi, everyone, once again. So I'll be walking you through WooCommerce, WordPress WooCommerce. We have we have a kind of platform where we sell and buy on WordPress, on Shopify. So, and that is what I'm about to walk you through today. So let's start from here. So everyone understand what we call WooCommerce. So WooCommerce is a plugin on WordPress, basically for buying and selling. We have a B2B, we have B2C with WooCommerce. So we have what we call e-commerce as a whole. E-commerce is where we buy and sell online. So that is e-commerce, where you have your shop online and people buy and you sell your products. That is the e-commerce as a whole. So then when we have on e-commerce, we have two sections of CMS. We have the WordPress CMS, we have the Shopify CMS. Those are the two popular CMS we have on e-commerce. So, but today I'm walking you through WordPress with WooCommerce. So on WordPress, we have a buying and selling of products, and that is where we have the WooCommerce plugin. So WooCommerce is the plugin on WordPress that allow you to sell your products and allow people to buy your products. And that is what we're going to be talking about right now. So the first thing I want you guys to understand is that you can't get WooCommerce anywhere else except on WordPress. You can also get something different on Shopify, where you have to buy and sell products as well. So those are the two things I want you to know. Now, let me share you my screen and walk you through a few things. I believe you can all see my screen right now.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. So on every website we have coming. So I'm going to show you WooCommerce with WordPress right now.
Mama, you okay? Okay, let's go for a surprise, okay, Mama?
All right, so number one, if you want to have your WooCommerce on your WordPress, once you have your WordPress this way, once you have your back end, you can go straight by going to WordPress plugin, add a new plugin right here. And type in WooCommerce. All right, so right here, we have the WooCommerce plugin. So you can just click by installing. So once you install your WooCommerce plugin, then you can activate. WooCommerce plugin is very, very heavy on WordPress. So I don't advise people to use WooCommerce if it is not needed. There's different sections where you can get your WooCommerce website with WordPress without having to use other theme files and every other thing like that. So without having to use any other theme file. So now we just install the basic of the plugin on WordPress. From just install the WooCommerce on WordPress. the WooCommerce is just a common plugin, but it's very, very heavy. So when you install it on WordPress, your WordPress website gets slowed down a bit because of the capacity of the WooCommerce plugin. So now I just show you how to install the WooCommerce by searching the WooCommerce on the plugin section on WordPress. Then when you do that, you can now install and activate, and you go through the configuration on how you want your payment gateway to look like, your tags, your product, your shipping, how you want your structure to look like. That is what we're about to go into right now. Now, this is the wizard which asks you to install. So once you click right here, you can click on setup, install. Now this is where you do the necessary restriction. So you have to click on the right answer here. So can you see? These are the platform for e-commerce right here. So I'm choosing WordPress. I'm coming. So I just installed my wizard. I'm just trying to configure my wizard to the right section. So I have to look at things I need and things I don't. Now right here we have get paid on book payment. Now I'm not going to install this particular plugin called Jetpack because it's very, very heavy. I will explain why some plugins are very heavy and why some plugins are not. Because you need to understand that if your plugin is very heavy, your WordPress website gets slowed down and it's going to affect your results. It's going to affect how people visit your website. So, and I wouldn't like anyone to visit my website and complain about the speed. So that's the reason why I have to bring some plugins away from the website. So I don't need this. I don't need this. So things I need is what I'm gonna pick. So if you're into a kind of website where you have female products or you have some kind of ointment, some kind of flowers, you can use the Pinterest because this will help your website to convert. Right here, I don't need the Google Sales Drive at the moment because I'm not using the Google Ad for my conversion. I don't need the TikTok. I don't need this right now. So all I need is get paid with full payments. So if I'm going to include this, I have to make my configuration, but I can always include this with my Stripe payment integration. So for now, I don't need this. So all I need is just the get paid with full payments. So I just do the basic installation with WooCommerce Wizard. So now let's dive into the configuration as a whole. So configuring WooCommerce website is very, 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 very delicate and vital. So I wouldn't want anyone to make mistake on trying to configure your WooCommerce section. Now this is my WooCommerce section here. So as you can see, let's click on the home page. So this, can you see everything right here? So right here we have we have the WordPress dashboard right here. So we want to go to the WooCommerce. We have it right here. It's already labeled since we've installed the plugin on the site. It's already labeled. So we have it right here. So I'm gonna click on WooCommerce. So it's another section on its own on the WordPress website. So now, can you see we have the hard products, we have the choose theme, we have the who setup, who pay, hard tax rate, and get more sales. The get more sales is basically for using Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and every other thing you like to include. Now you have the refund policy, we have the connect WooCommerce.com, we have the refund and return policy. These are all the pages that is very important on this site. So I'll use this opportunity to set up a product and share you how it works. So right here we have add a product to sell. So I'm adding a product. So a product can be physical products, variable products, or group products. It can be more than that. It can be a digital product or services. It can be a subscription product, and it can also be an external product. So when I say physical products, they're the products whereby you have your high wash and you want to sell. You can sell your high wash and you get it ordered online, and it's configured automatically, and it asks for your address, and you're able to ship it away to your location. This is a physical product. And when they say a variable product, it means that you have a product in different color section or size. It could also be a physical product, but it has the size, it has the color, it has the length. You have actually configured a particular section on that product. I'm going to show you an example on that variable product. Now, when you say a group product, it means that you're selling relatively collections of a product, just like its name is implied. A group product selling a collection of a product. And when you say a digital product, means you're offering a service. Like right now, I'm a WordPress developer. I'm offering a service to design WordPress website and develop WordPress. So that is a digital product. And also it could be in form of a book, like this is a digital product which I developed for Mom Remade. She own a blog and she's trying to sell her products. These are the digital products, and she's trying to sell with external product, and she also have it on her blog. So this is it right here. These are digital products. Then we have a subscription product. That is, take for example, you have a service on a regular basis, like WordPress website maintenance is a subscription product. Everyone has to go through once in a while, like on a monthly basis, or twice in a year, or 3 times in a year. Let me show you an example of a subscription product. A subscription product looks like this. So this is an example of subscription product where you have to pay on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis. This is a subscription product. So then we have external product. External product is when you have the product on your website and you're selling through an external link like Amazon, like AliExpress, or you're trying to use in form of a drop shipping. External products are usually used as a form of drop shipping. Drop shipping is when you're selling a product that is not with you, and you're trying to sell it to someone else through an external link. So that is drop shipping. So now we'll be going with the digital products like service, downloadable books, and music and video. So I'm going for the digital product right now, which is what I do, and I want to imply it on this particular website. I'm going to show you how to do the physical product as well. All right, so right here we are about to add products, the product name. We're going to add the product description. We're going to add the product data. We're going to add the product short description. We're going to add the product image, the product tag, product category, and we're going to publish. What we could do way beyond that. So right now, my product name is gonna be I want to confirm what I've used on my front end before I add it to my back end. All right, so this is it right here. We have the WordPress website designed with page builder, and these are the products. We have the startup over 200, we have the standard, we have the advanced. I can decide to add this directly using my payment integration just by adding Stripe integration. But because of the tutorial we are having right now, I'm going to use product section to add this. So the product section will include WordPress website design data. So all I just need to include to this content right here is this. Just for the benefit of this tutorial. So I added the content I want to use, the landing page, unlimited tags, content upload, responsive design, number of pages, that is 1, design optimization, design customization, and number of plugins. Now I've just added this. Then now I can go. This is for the SEO structure, the all-in-one SEO settings. I don't need to set this now because I'm not going to use this often and often. So now I'm going to add the pricing. Now the pricing could go this way. So it's not going to be a downloadable product. So you can select whatever the product looks like. This is going to be, so this is not going to be a downloading product. So now right here at the product data, we have simple product, group product, external or affiliate product, or variable products. So right here, I'm picking the simple product. I'm not picking the virtual, and I'm not picking the downloadable because I'm not selling a virtual product. I'm not selling a downloadable product. I'm selling a service as a product. So now right here, I'm having my sales price of 200, and I'm having my your regular price could be 300 and your sales price could be 200. But right now, I'm having my sales price to be 200. This is the SKU. Basically, if you have the number of stock in your in your sale in your store, and you want to add the number of stock, the number of particular stock you have for that particular product, so you can always have this just to track the stock product. But since I'm not going to be using a kind of product, I don't need to have this. So I'm going to give another example on how to use this entirely. So I don't need to have all these. Then right here we have the shipping. I don't have a shipping class for it. We have the upsell and cross sell. I don't have that. Sorry, I don't have that at the moment. Now we have the attributes. Now the attributes will come in color, like size, color, on whichever attributes you like to include. So for now, I'm not using an attribute because I don't have any size or color for my services. And this is the advanced section, and this is getting more plugins on WooCommerce. All right, sorry. So right here, I can just have this as my short description. Then moving forward, I don't need to have a product image, but for the sake of tutorial, I'm gonna pick any product image. So the product image is also known as featured image on normal WordPress. The featured image is what you use that's going to display at the front end, the first picture at the front end for any particular product or link or post you have created. So right here, I'm going to set my my URL for permalink, which is a WordPress website design starter. So this is already set. So right there, I can click on publish. And let's view the products. All right, it's still loading. So by the time by the time this particular link finish loading, which is a product, you have the product page and you have the price. Can you see? This is how it looked like. Not like this. Add to cart, sales. This is how the front end look like. WordPress website, design starter. Then you can add to cart and make a purchase. So this is how the front end look like, but this is not what I choose to use. I'm just trying to use it for the benefit of tutorial. So if I want to go another way around on getting this done, it's very, very easy since I already have my business registered. So I can just go right on my Stripe account. That if I choose to use a service, I want a direct payment, then I can just go right here. Then I can click on create a payment link. Then right here, I can just create a product. So all I need to do is just to create a product. WordPress website design starter. And I can have all my description, just like the way I have it right here. Then I can have my price right here. It's gonna be one-time payment. Then I can have a featured image. a featured image of the part of that particular product. And click on add products. Now this has simplified everything I was doing on the WooCommerce, creating a product. All I just need to do is just to click create links, copy the link right here, and go right on my WooCommerce, edit with Elementor, and change this particular link to the same link. So I'm just trying to let you know that most times, most people did not need the WooCommerce. All they need is just having their own payment system gateway, which is called, some of them is called Stripe, some of them is called, we have Stripe, we have PayPal, we have different kind of payment integration. So with Stripe, I'm able to create mine, and I can just click right here. Then I'm going to change this link and click on updates. So instead of me going through the process of creating a particular product for my services, most times it's not needed. You can just go by creating a Stripe products on Stripe account and add it here, right here. So now let me go. Are you guys following? Did you have any question? Any question, please?
So far, so good.
Any question?
I have a quick question. So when you have this set up, like, so you have an existing website, does this show up as like an additional page then on the website, or how does it?
I didn't get that.
So once we
didn't
have
get the
our website established and we decide we also want to add WooCommerce in, is that showing up like as an additional page then on your website, or is it like a landing page?
Yes, the WooCommerce is gonna create an automatic pages for itself once you install the WooCommerce plugin. So whatever product you are having, you need to have the product, and it's going to come in as additional page. That is how the WooCommerce works.
Okay, so it'll just automatically do that itself.
Yes, once you install the plugin.
Okay, thank you.
So
Hey,
if
Paul,
you just
the
okay.
starter here is mean at $200 a subscription per month.
No, this is just a one-time fee.
Oh, it's one time. Okay.
Yep.
So WooCommerce is work similar to, for example, I have Square account, and I also link to my WordPress. For example, I have price up there, and when people buy, it just goes straight to my account. So it kind of like similar to that, or
Yes, WooCommerce also work on Squarespace, but WooCommerce is basically known with WordPress.
okay.
Yeah. So the kind of configuration you have on your WooCommerce determines a lot. If you have a particular services you're offering, you might not need to go through the WooCommerce routine. You might just go straight to your payment integration like Stripe and have your product created on Stripe, and you can integrate the link straight up. So that is very, very much easier. WooCommerce is a very, very heavy plugin. So I really don't advise people to use the plugin if it is not needed, if it is not very, very compulsory. Do you get that?
Yeah, can you get an example what kind of like business size you would recommend it for WooCommerce? For example, I
Alright.
just sell t-shirt, for example. and I just sell t-shirt, for example. You said something like that, probably not necessary for WooCommerce, right?
That one is important for WooCommerce. Having a t-shirt is important. You can use WooCommerce. That's very, very necessary. If you're having a service, take for example, you are having a consultation service, or you're having a kind of a minute with clients, you don't need WooCommerce. You just need a direct payment integration.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right. So in replace of the WooCommerce, I just share my Stripe. I created a direct payment link on my Stripe, and I added it right here. I added it right here. This is the link right here with Elementor, and I published that. And right now, once I click right here to click on continue, it automatically load the payment page where the users can make their payment, and boom, and it gets to me. So this is also an WooCommerce. I mean, it's also an e-commerce system, but I've already removed the process of the WooCommerce away because of the weight of the WooCommerce. Now let's go through another process that sell a physical product, just like your question, whereby you sell your product like t-shirt, like kitchen utensils and every other thing like that. So let me go to my backend. So this particular page is non-important for a site like this. All right, so someone has a question, just a minute. So if you install your WooCommerce plugin, other pages like this will be automatically created. Let me show you other pages I'm talking about. Look at this. The checkout page. The checkout page, this is it right here. So just install the checkout system. Every other pages will just be installed. The account page, the shop page, everything right here will automatically just install. So that is how WooCommerce works. Any question?
Yes,
I just want,
okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. It's quick. You kind of answered, but I'm kind of a little confused. You said for a t-shirt business, you would use WooCommerce. Okay, my question was, what if you're just getting it off the ground? Like, what if you don't have like a lot, like if you're not really into the business yet? Do you still need to use it?
Yes. WooCommerce is just to help you to track your business, to track your sales. Is if you have your business registered with your payment integration like PayPal, yes, you need it, because it just boosts your sales reputation once you have the kind of system already arranged.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So I'm going to share my screen and show you example of the t-shirts or other products aside from what I've just shown you now. I'm going to show you an example. So I'm just trying to let you know that most people don't need WooCommerce if they have a direct product and they have their business registered. It's very easy for you to just have your payment link, add it to your product, and you're good to go without having to use the WooCommerce plugin. So now let me show you another system that is very, very similar to t-shirt and other product entirely. Just a minute. I'm going to stop sharing and I will resume my share screen shortly.
And Paul, while you're doing that, I was just going to add earlier that, yeah, the pages, you can either integrate the shopping page onto your homepage, or if you want to have a link on your menu where they click on shop, go to your store and have all the products listed. So you have different options in terms of how you want to display your products on your website.
Oh, thank you very much. So just today I was working on my personal WooCommerce website. All right. So just today I was looking on my personal WooCommerce website, and I'm going to explain the whole process to you. As a matter of fact, I can, erase the entire stuff I've done and do it again in your present just for the purpose of our tutorial. All right, so right here, I have a kind of brand called catmove.shop. I got the domain name catmove.shop because I want to run a kind of dropshipping system e-commerce website. That is what I intend to do. So right here, I have all this dropshipping from. So I have all this dropshipping from WooCommerce. I mean from AliExpress, which I want to redirect to my website. So let me show you how the process looks like. In this particular example I'm about to share with you, did not have any other theme aside from WooCommerce. So if you are trying to set up a t-shirt WooCommerce website where you sell your product only, I will advise you to go through the process of using the direct WooCommerce theme. We have WordPress theme. Just like in our last tutorial, we talked about WordPress. We talked about WordPress theme. So we have WordPress theme. Then we also have WooCommerce theme. So with direct WooCommerce theme, you don't have anything like website slowdown. It's very, very fast because you're using the direct WooCommerce theme. Now I'll show you an example of what I mean. So if you go to teamforest.net, this is where you purchase WordPress theme and WooCommerce theme or any other theme like Shopify theme. This is where you purchase your WordPress theme. I'm going to add that to the chat. So it is called Team Forest. So if you want to buy a particular WooCommerce WordPress theme, just type WooCommerce. So this will tell you the WooCommerce WordPress theme that you can use very, very fast. You don't have to go through the process of creating pages yourself. It goes straight to the point. So all right, thank you, John. So it goes straight to the point. So right here we have different WordPress theme, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm using Silver WordPress theme. Very, very minimal and very, very fast. So this is a WordPress theme I'm using. So this is the WordPress theme I'm using. And this is a particular layout I'm using. So I use this WordPress theme because it's very fast and it's very light. And here on my design, all right, so this is the WordPress theme I'm talking about right here. So here on my design, so I picked this WordPress theme on Theme Forest right here, and I use it on this particular design. And I'm going to explain how it works. So once you download your WordPress theme, once you purchase the theme right here and you get it download, you have a login file you'll be provided. So all you need to do is just to install it on your WordPress. How do you install it on your WordPress? You go to your appearance, you click on your theme. And you click on add WordPress theme. You'll be given a file, which is the WordPress theme itself. Just click on upload, choose file, you pick the particular file you want to install, which is the WordPress theme you have been provided from Theme Forest. This is how it's gonna look like. All right, so this is how it's gonna look like. So can you see installable WordPress file only? So once you click right here, you can download it and you have it installed. Can you see? So you have the WordPress theme installed once you click on download file. So right here, so take for example, you are into t-shirts, you're trying to sell t-shirt and every other way like that. So you can use a kind of WordPress theme. WooCommerce theme. On this particular page, I won't advise you to use all the WooCommerce theme you see. You need to, there are best one you can use that are not, anyone you see multi-purpose, do not use it. Anyone you see multi-purpose, responsive multi-purpose, do not buy it. Responsive multi-purpose means that other plugins that can compromise the entire website are also included, and you won't know which one to use. So don't buy any multi-purpose WordPress theme for your WooCommerce website. Just go straight to the particular custom theme you want. So in that form, you can just type your keyword. Now this is it. This is the best for your t-shirt sales. This is also the best for furniture. This is the best for t-shirt and furniture. So let's check this out. Remember, in our last section, I said buying a WordPress theme is not advisable. Reason means that most times they don't update the WordPress theme and it gets compromised. But on this section, buying a WordPress theme for a particular purpose for product selling is advisable. Sorry, for WooCommerce, it's advisable because this is a self product. You don't have to wait for updates. You can always do the updating yourself manually, but you need a developer to work with you. So that is what I'm about to explain. So right here, you can just come right here, access the demo. Any question? Do you have any question?
No, not at this point.
Okay, thank you. So right here, this is a demo. This is the WooCommerce website with t-shirt. Right here, we have different varieties, and this can be integrated with I think that I can't remember the name of the plugin I used. Coming. And I'm forgetting the password. Just a moment, please. Yeah, Printful. So for those of you selling product like t-shirt, and you can integrate Printful to your website, whereby if you have a particular custom t-shirt, you can always have it with Printful. Then you have from there you'll be able to sell your t-shirt. All right, so this is the Printful section. Just for the sake of tutorial related to t-shirts, I'm just trying to show you how it looks like. So this is also integrated to WooCommerce. This can also be integrated to WooCommerce in such a way that you have the WooCommerce you have the Printful plugin on WordPress. So once you have it on WordPress, you can just create a store, and it will be easier for you to connect your products from Printful to your WooCommerce store. So not to divert away from the process I was trying to follow. So let's go back here again, and let's go to the products. So here are the products we have right here, and they are physical products that will be shipped from a particular location to another location. And this is it. All right, so right here we have Ligands for my cross bag. We have the product link already attached. We have the images for the products. We have the SKU number for the products. Now, this is the attribute I was talking about, which is the color. Can you see we have the color black, blue? These are the attributes, and it's going to show at the front end this way. Now, this is the size for the product, which is also used for the variation. Let me show you how it looks like. Can you see? So the variation of the size is this for all the products. And this is the advanced section. You can enable review, you can disable the review. So I don't have any short product description for this. Now let me go back to this section. On this particular page, you realize that I don't have a particular price on my section. I have it as variable product. So I'm going to show you the integration I made. This might look complex, but I'll explain to you how it looks like. So the integration was that I want anybody that wants to make order on this product to go on my website to make the order, but the order system is going to AliExpress. This is a kind of integration basically for drop shipping purpose. That is how this one works. So and I did the same. Sorry. I did the same integration on WordPress with WooCommerce. So let me show you this. Just for this tutorial purpose. So most people just find out that, oh, I'm having a product, but the product is not on my website, So let me just show you. Now I imported all these products from WooCommerce with a particular tools online. So, and the tools is Dropship and Fulfill. AliExpress Dropship and Fulfill is a premium plugin on AliExpress, which I got on my website just because I want to import products from their website to my website and get its sales on my website. That is just the purpose of this particular plugin. So I search for a product with an extension on AliExpress and I get it from AliExpress to my website. I'm not trying to confuse you, we're just trying to let you understand that we have different varieties of product integration when it comes to WooCommerce. So, do you have any question? All right. So I'm about to pick this new product right here. Pick this. All right. I'm about to pick this product right here, which is Water Absorber. There's an extension I'm using already on my WooCommerce on my computer, on my browser. So I'm going to click on import. So this is already connected to my WooCommerce system and the product is already imported. Can you see it right here? So if I go right here on my back end and I click on this, all right, can you see the product automatically imported to my system? So all the description about the product are already synchronized. So all these e-commerce products are already synchronized right here. This is also an WooCommerce, but I don't do the posting myself, but rather I use the plugin to do the whole integration myself. And I have my variation right here. These are the cost price. I can change the price to my selling. I can have my selling price. I can have my regular price, but this is the cost price from the AliExpress. And this is also done with an integration. So once anyone try to make an order, it goes to the order system. So I'm just trying to let you know that whichever way you want your WooCommerce to look like is going to look like that. So there are so many ways you can have your WooCommerce integration. So now let's go to the next section on configuring. So which is right here. Do you need any break before I proceed? Any question? Because this is very, very delicate, and we have to have a kind of 100% attention. Any question, please?
So Paul, the one you just show is pretty much we can set any price, and when the customer buy, it just only show in our platform, right? It's not showing that it's coming from AliExpress at all.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what we call WooCommerce with dropshipping.
Okay.
So a lot of people were doing dropshipping with Shopify, and that is with Obalo Shopify plugin. But the Obalo Shopify plugin stopped working. That was about 2 years ago. So many people decided to move to WordPress with WooCommerce, and that is why we have the Ali Dropship plugin on WooCommerce with WordPress. We have Dropship and Fulfill with WooCommerce on WordPress. So we have several of them like that. So what I'm trying to do on my own site is that I'm trying to create a kind of system whereby anyone that order, they get the order on my site done at my own price, but the order automatically synchronized to my AliExpress account and pick the order for the particular section, for the particular person that make the order, and it goes to the address. So it's going to be shipped down to the address. I'm just like an intermediary. AliExpress has its own price. I have my own price, and I have my own shipping order. So that is what it means.
It looks like we got a user asking 5 minutes, so we'll continue again at 7:13. But for now, we can continue this conversation if anyone has any questions. I know that Paul, a question about affiliate marketing. Do people still use WooCommerce for affiliate marketing? So say they're just trying to sell something on Amazon or Walmart or something, and if someone buys, they get a commission on it. Do you still recommend using WooCommerce or just using regular web page for that?
Yeah, for the affiliate marketing, I recommend using WooCommerce. It depends on the see. Let me tell you this. WooCommerce depend on the particular product you want to use. If your product is services and you have your direct payment integration, you don't need WooCommerce. Just go straight to the point. Go to your direct payment and integrate that. And if your WooCommerce involve a physical product, sorry, if your product involve a physical product, you can include that payments. You can include that WooCommerce rather to your website. And if your particular affiliate marketing involve a physical product like a wristwatch, you can use the WooCommerce. But if your affiliate marketing doesn't involve products, you can create a kind of web page for your affiliate products and sell without using WooCommerce. You can sell using your bank account. You can sell using providing your bank details on the particular page. You can sell providing your PayPal. There's a PayPal invoice payment you can create on PayPal section, or product invoice you can create on PayPal section. So it's not compulsory you use commerce all the time, because there are a lot of things coming up which are getting more complex and advanced in this system. So most developers don't advise using WooCommerce, because at the end of the day, you end up losing some data structure on the back end, trying to fix some errors, some bugs. I know countless of e-commerce websites that are fixed within this year. So, and that's why I just look for best simple solution for every of my clients. Have I answered your question? Hey, John, are you there?
All right, it's 5 minutes past and we can continue again. Any questions so far? I did provide a link to the free WooCommerce template. If anyone is interested in looking into those or have any questions, feel free to let me know offline as well.
Welcome back. So, any question?
Nope, looks like we're good here.
All right. In absence of no question, so what I was saying is that you don't have to use WooCommerce all for all the entire system, only if you need it for, sorry, only if you need it, only if your product is in need of that. And the kind of product you use WooCommerce for is kind of a marketing page product, a product like t-shirts, like uh, kitchen utensils, baby wear, something like Amazon. That is when you need WooCommerce. So that is when it's very, very important. And if you're using affiliate link, you can also use you can also use the WooCommerce for your affiliate link if you want to use that. But if your affiliate link is not a product that actually requires users making payments, you don't have to use WooCommerce. You can just have, you can just have it on your small page and add a link, and they can also make the payment with that with you. So just to save time on WooCommerce. So that's it. So now let me go through this WooCommerce settings, which is very, very important and which I want everyone to pay attention to. So right here we have the general section right here, which is where we have our address. This is where we have our address, our city, and location, the country. Everything right here is being set up properly. We need to set all this right here. So we have a zip code, we have set all country. This is where you restrict a particular section you are selling to. Now, if you don't want to sell to all country, you can always have the configuration right here to sell to a specific country. All right, so this is the country I want to sell to. And right here, your shipping can also be restricted to a particular location or a particular country. And that's what I'm about to do right here. So whatever configuration I'm making this for a particular location, which is in United States. And right here, we have default customer location. So we've already configured this to be shop country and region. So this is not needed. So this is where you configure your tax calculation. So there's a way to go about that. I'm going to show you how to configure the tax. And this is where you enable the coupon code, but I don't need that because I'm not using that yet. So if you have a promo code you want users to use, you can always enable this. So this will give a discount to their products. Now this is the currency section where you set the currency. All this is done on WooCommerce settings. So this is where we have a currency position. This is where we have the 1,000 dots, 1,000 separator, the decimal separator, and the decimal number. So let's save all this. Now, right here, we have the products. Still on the WooCommerce settings. So the products we are having right here, we already have the products page, which is the home page for the product, which is our main home page. Now we have the adjust cart, how to cart. I'm going to show you what that means just very quick. So we have the placeholder, we have the unit, we have the dimension, we have the enable product review, we have the show verify owner or label, we have the review can be left by the verify owner. That is it means that reviews can be left by the registered members on the website or the registered people on the website. Star rating will be required, not optional. So now I want to configure this for a particular product. Now I already have my shop to be the home page. This is very important because I'm using I just add to cart section. What I just mean is that we want a kind of fast responsive flow from the home page to the product page. I don't want them to have to redirect to another page before it goes successful. So, all right, so right here, enable the product review, enable show verify owner. I don't need this. Enable star rating. I don't need this. Then I can just save this way. That is the configuration for the general section on the shop. Now let's go to the inventory. If you have a very complex product, if you have like up to 100 products or 10,000 products, you can always use this very, very well. It's very, very important. This is very, very important to use your inventory, because if you're using your inventory, you have to use your QuickBook. So you have to use your QuickBook. If you're using your inventory, you have to use your QuickBook. So I use QuickBook once in a while just for few development on I use a QuickBook on this particular website. This is an inventory website for Gone, where we have a lot of products. I'm not trying to scare you. So let me show you what I mean. I developed this website for Brian. His name is Brian. So this is a custom. This is a custom section which I developed for him. This is what I was talking about. So if you have a particular region, can you see this has been restricted to US only? And we have the first name, we have the last name, we have the streets, we have the location within the state. And right here we have the zip code. Now this is what I'm about to talk about. This particular section is a registered. It means that you have to be registered before you can purchase anything right here, like a dealer, before you can purchase anything right here, which is the FFL. I think it said it's about firearm license, whatever. So this is another form entirely. This form is not attached or created with WooCommerce. I coded this on the site. Now take for example, going back to the settings. Take for example, you have your product already, and you want users to have a kind of another registration before they buy your product. You can always use the form custom form creation on your WooCommerce. I'm going to show you what I mean. Just give me more time. Let me walk you through the basic aspect of it. So take for example, you have like 10 stock, 10 t-shirts in your stock. You can always have everything right here. The inventory is just basically for your stock management. You can always have everything right here. So that's for the inventory. Let me see if it does have that one. Can you see this right here? We have sold out of stock. This is what is going to appear once all your products are out. This will appear. That's if you're using the right inventory properly, you have this. So now let's go to the downloadable products. If you have any question, just feel free to ask me right now. I'm ready to answer your question. So downloaded product can also be done with another plugin. You can use a direct downloaded product if your product is very, very dynamic. Take for example, you have PDF, you have ebook, you have video file, all in one. You want to have it on your website as a downloadable product. You don't go through that route. There is a plugin you have to download to make that look very effective. It is called Easy Digital. I'm going to show you the plugin just for the sake of the tutorial. All right, so can you see it right here? Easy Digital. Let's go for more details. It is the best plugin if you have a downloadable product. So this is it right here. So it gives you unlimited products with no hidden listing, unlimited transaction. So you'll be able to create. Let me show you. Let me just install for the purpose of this tutorial. So you can include your digital files on the easy digital download. It's very, very okay, very, very fast. So it's the best to use if you're having a kind of can you see? If you're having a kind of PDF, ebook, or any downloadable product you want to sell. So that's another thing you need to understand with WooCommerce. WooCommerce is not a complete solution on its own. It has other plugins that works with it to make it a complete solution. So this is where you can have this section right here, the file download limits. You can have the users to download twice, and after that twice, they won't be able to download. They have to pay for another payment. So you can also have WooCommerce for membership. WooCommerce is very, very wide. So whatever purpose you're using your WooCommerce for, you need to set your arrangement before you jump into WooCommerce. Don't feel like, oh, I want to sell a product, I want to sell t-shirts, I want to sell downloadable files, I want to do affiliates. Don't just combine everything all together on one WooCommerce. If you do that, your entire WooCommerce system could crash. So you need to take it step by step. If you want to have a downloadable product, create the downloadable product on a subdomain. If you want to have a service product, you can use that together with a physical product. Do not combine all different dynamic products in one WooCommerce. Because if you do that, you have to be downloading other third-party plugins attached to your WooCommerce to make few things to work out. Do you have any question? Do you understand what I mean? If anyone understand what I've just explained, kindly just signify, please. Are you there?
Yeah. So just to clarify, Paul, you mentioned that with the download, don't just use any type of plugins.
Yes. This we have, let me explain once again. On WooCommerce, we have the downloadable products right here. If you go to your add new products, we have the downloadable products right here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And you can add the price right here. The reason why you have downloadable files, download limit, expire was because we just installed the easy download manager. So what I'm saying is that we can use all these. Okay, let me disable it once again because of the tutorial purpose.
Wait, okay, so that plugin gives you that option.
Yes, the plugin is very, very effective. It gives varieties of options and it's also very secure. The plugin has really helped the commerce system to stop anyone trying to break through the WooCommerce database. Now look at this. If you click on this section, I've disabled the plugin, but this still appear. If you click on this section, are you with me? And click on to this particular downloadable file is limited to some files online. If you have your PDF or your ebook, at the end of the day, this particular limit stop working. But with this particular easy digital download, it really helps you to secure whichever person trying to bypass your products after they've downloaded it once or twice. Now let me show you. So this particular one is the easiest way to sell your product online. Now, if you click on add new, the structure of this particular easy digital download is just so complete. It's the best. It gives you the right configuration compared to the normal WooCommerce configuration. Now, can you see this? Single product, bundle. Can you see that? If you
Yes.
have it in a bundle file, like you have book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, you can have it all in one right here. So if you have it as a service, you can also have it all in one right here. Can you see? Download instruction. This is just the best. I use this integration for Miranda Martins. I think okay, yeah. M Square Books. This This is an e-commerce website, which I did for basically for books for children books only. And what I did is, after creating this website, this animation, I added all these coming. All right, this is it. Now we have these books. Now, this is a product on its own. And there's a section whereby we have 10 books as a bundle. All right, so right here we have Amazon. They can also purchase the book on Amazon. This was just integrated. I don't know who did this. I was not included. I was not on this particular one. I did the normal integration and the coloring, the design style guideline. Right, so trying to show you where we have about 4 different books at a go. All right, she also sells stickers. During that time, she also sells stickers. Where are the books? All right, load more. I'm guessing it's one of this book. I can't remember. I can't remember. It's been long. I developed this website 2021. That's when I developed this website. That was around this time, 2021. Around November 2021. That's when I developed this website. So all I'm trying to say is that this website was done with easy digital download plugin, and also make it easier for me to secure. So it's a downloadable product, and another one, we have the shipping one, we have the downloadable one. And with this, I was able to integrate Stripe, and I was able to integrate the billing form, and that was all. And you can also integrate the Google Pay or any other Stripe payment integration. So that was all for this particular design. So all in all, I'm just trying to let you know that don't combine multiple products that you don't need on your website. If you're going for a book or a downloadable product, focus on using the right plugin. A plugin like easy digital download is very, very effective. You can always use it, which is what I've shown you right here. The bundle service for all products at once, the service product itself, you can always have it. It's going to be a downloadable form. So that's what I'm trying to explain right here. So right here we have your refund section. You can include all the configuration right here. Can you see? We have your featured image and everything. Do you have a question? Any question? All right, so let me move on. So let me go back to the configuration so that we don't miss that out. All right, so I was talking about the downloadable file. So everything right here, I've already given you the best solution, like the easy digital download. Also, that's also keep password secure. It also keep your it also keep your customer IP secure, because no customer will be able to download twice on a particular digital product. So that is why I prefer using the easy digital download. So the next thing I would like to talk about is also included with easy digital download, just for the download directories. So these are the links right here. So let me move on to, let me check the advanced. All right, these are just catalog filters. You don't need all this now. So let's go to the tax section. Right here, we have a tax section, can be configured. It depends on how you want your task section to be configured. You can configure your task section on your payment integration like Stripe or PayPal. You can also configure your task section on your website. Like you can configure it right here. So if you want to configure your task section on your WooCommerce section, you can have it right here. This is how you configure it. So you have a particular section settings. I'm applying the recommended settings. If the recommended settings is not okay for me, I'm going to change that. Coming. Okay, to avoid possible errors. Okay. I think I used that tax right here. All right, so the WooCommerce gave a particular recommended settings, but that is not all. We have to configure our own percentage. All right, so for a particular state or location, this is where you configure your tax. So you'll write the percentage of the tax you want. It will be, I think is at 3.85. So this could be a particular percentage rate. You could just name it USPS. It depends on what you're using for this for shipping. So the location, the city, you can include everything right here. The country code, the location, the shipping, you can include everything right here for your tax. And if you want to reduce the rate, are you guys following? Anyone here?
Yeah. So basically you showed us how to list the products and now you're just showing us configuration, working the tax code and everything through the checkout process.
Yes, I'm showing you how to include the tax on the website. And how to also reduce your tax. That's what I'm showing you. So this is reduce tax on the website backend. You can always include all this, but if you don't want to use all this, it probably find it difficult to configure. Once you enable your Stripe payment integration or your PayPal payment integration, your payment integration will enable the tax on its own. So you can configure it right there as well. So moving on to shipping section. So the shipping section right involve the location. So you can use this, which is, like I said, do you remember I said WooCommerce system is not complete on its own. You have to use different plugins to make sure that you get everything done. Now, this is another recommended plugin, so which is called WooCommerce Shipping. It's another plugin entirely from the WooCommerce. So right here we have print USPS, DHL label, straightforward. So this will just help to configure everything automatically. So if you are installing this plugin, you can leave the default settings for everything because I'm 100% confident that everything will be installed properly for you. that's the reason why WooCommerce suggests this particular plugin. I've used it before, and would you like me to just go through this again? Let me go through this again. It's not going to be much. On why going through this, do you have any question on what I've explained so far on WooCommerce and every other thing? Do you have any question? Do you feel probably there's something you want to use WooCommerce for, which I can just advise you directly right now on the best settings you should use for your WooCommerce? I can do that right now. So any question?
No question, but I just want to add on for those of you who are new to this, if you're setting your tax rate, make sure it's a tax rate for Minnesota. So anything that you sell in Minnesota, that's taxable, and you will have to make sure that you report these taxes to the state. And you will need a tax ID, state tax ID as well. So we want to make sure that you do everything legally. So that the IRS doesn't come after you if you're selling, a large amount of products and revenue. You want to make sure that you comply with the state regulations as well.
All right, thank you very much. So, like I was saying, like I said earlier, that WooCommerce is not a complete solution. So for everything you want to, you always get a recommended plugin. This is another plugin right here, WooCommerce tax. Well, this is very, very new to me because we don't use this back then. And I think this is a new update. I have to check it out and see. This is a new update, so coming. I don't want to install this particular plugin.
Question.
Okay, go ahead.
So like everything that we sell online in our online store for taxes, do we just print that information out and take it to our tax professional, and then they just go off what we, because it's taking taxes out and everything for us already. So do we just take all the information of everything that we sold and take it to our tax professional to file our taxes for our business?
I can answer that.
Okay.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
sorry. I was gonna say, yeah, you can import the sales that you've done and report that to the state. Or you can, I believe you can integrate QuickBooks or any other software into WooCommerce too, right, Paul? And that
Yes.
you can just your software can report that to this, to the state, or your tax accountant can report that.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, I have a very, very similar case studies I can share with you, experience. So there was an issue on this particular website about tax. So, and they want us to close this website down because the tax was not going the right way. So what we did was that we integrated a QuickBook application. I created my own custom QuickBook API, integrating to WordPress, just to make sure that whatever sales going through on this website is going the tax is also already integrated and they are also making payment for it. Now, what I did right here, let me show you. Just for example purpose. So the moment you make any purchase on this particular website, it automatically goes to the just for the sake of this tutorial. Can you see this right here? After filling all the old information, can you see?
Yes.
So this is the tax. This is the tax, this is the flat shipping rate. This is the total fee of the product, which is the product itself. But this has already automatically included the moment my location is added. Can you see that? So
Yes.
that is what I'm trying to explain to you. And I did the same thing for Austin Morel. It's an online coaching website. All right. It's an online coaching website in Miami. So right here we have about 43,200 for a particular coaching training for 1 year. I hope you can all hear me. Hello.
Yep, we can hear you.
All right. So I'm going to use my address right here. So right here, as you can see, you see that we don't have, I'm coming. Right here, we don't have a tax section right here. Do you see that? So it means that this particular product has been integrated to the back end, to the Stripe back end. So on the Stripe account, the tax is already introduced. So if you have a Stripe account, a registered Stripe account, so you can include every of your tax payment in this section right here. I'm coming. Let me show you. Look at this. Can you see this? Are you guys following? Hello?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So you can include your tax section on your Stripe accounts. So this will make it easy for you to print at the end of the year, and you can always submit this to whatever document you want to use. So that is it about the tax. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Yeah. So whatever
So let me-
payment software, they will have record of your tax information that will integrate into your WordPress.
Yes.
whether it's PayPal
You
or
can-
whether it's Stripe.
Yes. So you can go either two way. You can go by using your WooCommerce directly configured for Stripe, I mean for your tax, and you can also integrate your tax directly on your payment integration. That is on your Stripe or without PayPal or Stripe. So these are two ways you can go for your tax integration. All right, do you copy that?
Appreciate
Okay,
that.
so now, okay, good. So now let me go through the settings we were walking through the other time. So I don't want to install Jetpack because I just don't like Jetpack. It always slow down the entire website. I don't advise people to use Jetpack because of I've encountered so many errors on Jetpack as a result of their WordPress their plugin issues. So I'm just going to explain few things to you without going through this installation again for Jetpack. So Jetpack is another heavy plugin. They claim to provide security to the website, but it's not giving the right results and it always compromises the website. So Jetpack is affiliated with WooCommerce and some WordPress.com plugins. So and with Jetpack, if you have your Jetpack on your website, just know that automatically the website will eventually slow down one way or the other. So I don't like using Jetpack. So now let me go back to the settings and complete my sections. Oh, we haven't talked about the shipping. So the shipping, you can use different means of shipping. We can use DHL, we can use USPS for shipping. So if you're using DHL for your shipping, you can always have the best configuration from the WooCommerce. All you just need to do is just to download the plugin for your shipping section, and the plugin is called WooCommerce USPS or WooCommerce shipping. So that will automatically configure your shipping system for you. That's also available on WordPress plugin. Once you click on plugin on WordPress, you can have that right here. So this is all you just need to do is just to type the plugin name, WooCommerce shipping. All right, so I wouldn't advise you to go for this. Whenever you have a review like this, do not go for it. So always be careful about that. Always. If you're finding difficult and you're not getting the plugin whenever you search right here, you can go to the main WooCommerce website. Okay. So we can go to main WooCommerce website and download the plugin. So let me just brush through things right here. I've talked about the WooCommerce and the capacity. I've talked about the WooCommerce plugin on WordPress, how to install and activate WooCommerce. I've talked about the general settings on the store, the currency, and I've talked about I haven't talked about the payment integration yet. I'm going to show you that very quick. I've talked about adding products and type of products. I've talked about managing order. I've not talked about managing order. I'm going to show you that very quick right now. So I'll talk about the shipping option. I'll talk about the task settings, the WooCommerce theme. I've talked about that already. So extending WooCommerce with plugin, I'm going to review that right now. And the discount, I've talked about that. Securing your WooCommerce store, the best security practice. I'm going to explain that right now and we're done. So now let me go to the payment integration just very quick. So for payment integration, just very quick. So right here we have so this is where we have your payment integration. You have cash on delivery, you have check payment, you have direct bank transfer, then you have the WooPay. So but I would advise you to install the Stripe payment integration. So this is I'm coming. Let me add this to the chat.
Yeah, and I know we're kind of out of time now, but for those of you can stick around a few more minutes, feel free to. But we do have two hands-on workshop on week 9 and 10. So we'll probably go a little bit more in detail in terms of the rest of the configuration. But if anyone has questions, feel free to reach out to us. But we'll just have Paul quickly go through some of the other steps here, and then we can wrap things up.
All right, thank you very much. So you can use Stripe payment integration right here. All you just need to do is just to click right here on Stripe and download it for free. So once you have it download, this is a long process. Let me go through this. So you can just go to your install plugin. And click on add new plugin. This means correct. So I will go for WooCommerce Stripe payments. I will go for this. This is the best. The reason I'm going for this is because of the reviews so far. If you're going for this, you end up having some issue on the site. So I'm going for this because of the review, and this is not untested with the current version, and this is compatible with current version. So I'm going for this. So once you install this, it will appear on the WooCommerce backend, and you can integrate your Stripe integration to your website. So if you want to manage your order, if you want to manage your order, yeah, thank you. So if you want to manage your order, you click right here. On the other section. So you click right here. This is where you see your order coming in. this is where you see your order coming in on your website. You see if anyone makes order on your website, this is where you see it right here. I wish I can jump. I wish I can have a quick session. I wish I have more time to show you some other websites. I can show you how they manage their order. So, but this is where you see your order coming in. Then, if you want to, let me go once again. So, the best security practice for your WooCommerce is still the same best security for your WordPress. For your WooCommerce, if you want to secure it more better, you can always use the plugin called WordPress. So you can always use a plugin called WordPress. WordPress is the best security plugin for WordPress, for WooCommerce, and it always saves a lot. It always tells you whenever your website gets attacked. Another thing you have to do is you need to learn how to configure your Cloudflare website, Cloudflare configuration to your WordPress. So this Cloudflare, you need to learn how to configure this so that whenever your website is under attack, they don't get your website compromised. For every WordPress website, Cloudflare WordPress is the best security practice you need to use. So rounding up once again, thank you guys for the opportunity, and I really appreciate. And I look forward to have any question from you. If you have any question, you can always send me an email, and you can always reach out to John for any question. So I'm waiting for question.
Any questions,
question?
anyone? Yeah, I think you probably won't have questions until you actually start working on your store. Then you'll start to have more questions because some of this stuff is kind of like hands-on. I'm sure you will have questions, and we'll be here to help support that as well. So, yeah, thanks, Paul, for going through WooCommerce. I know there's a lot of information, but again, we'll continue to provide support offline. If you do have a store set up, we'll work with you to set up the checkout process and everything like that as well. And that wraps up our WordPress cohort for the past 3 classes workshop. So I'm going to share my screen real quick here. The next 2 classes will be on Shopify. So if anyone here is focused on selling products or services online, then you would want to really compare WordPress and Shopify and see which one is best for you. Again, like Paul mentioned, if it's just something simple, then WordPress is okay. But if it's more advanced and you're selling a lot of products, then we recommend Shopify. It's a stronger platform and more secure as well. And that's starting next week. We will go into Shopify. Week 8, we'll go into Shopify Part 2. And then 9 and 10 will be hands-on hybrid workshops. So we'll just kind of catch up and help each other, help you guys fix up your website and continue on to make sure that we can launch your website. So that's all we have. If this, are there any questions? If not, then thank you all again and have a good night. We'll see you next week.
John, before you go, when you say hands-on, are you going to be online or are we meeting in person?
Yes, so it will be a hybrid session. Where we'll probably have it scheduled at one of the libraries close by.
Okay.
So you'll have so if you have questions, you'll be able to we'll be able to help you in person, or if you're just remote, we'll do our best to help you remotely as well, and we'll send out that information.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions? All right. Good night, everyone. And again, reach out to me if you're working on a website. We should have emailed you guys already, so we'll continue to work with you to get your website up and running. Thanks all.